A train reactor spitting fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From Memecoins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree, he'll show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures go.
There are those who are unable to see what can be.
Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene.
I can imagine, my friends, what can be unburdened by what has been. I can imagine. And I want you to imagine too, guys, what can be unburdened by what has been. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. October officially, I think as of yesterday, officially October. Man, so happy about it. So happy about the direction we're heading. Boy, oh boy. Guys, smash the like. Make sure you're subscribed here to SlamX Official. It's over on YouTube. You can find us at SlamXIO over on X. And of course, you got to be following us over at CryptoSlamIO over on X as well. Joanna, great to see you, brother. Good morning. Patrick, good morning. Cosmos, I'll take it. Good morning. Hudah for president. Would I ever? Would you guys ever? It's all bullshit. Would you ever even picture yourself in a position like that, doing that kind of thing, and you know you got to compromise your soul? I don't think so. Good morning, Cats Fanatic. Great to see you, brother. A lot of cool stuff going on. It's happening in the market. It's happening in the news. Boy, oh boy, I'm excited for this one today. Again, smash the like, drop some comments, show the show some love. Let's get right into it. Guys, we're going to kick it off with Kamala Harris, who yesterday, well, we got some tease as we would be hearing some of her crypto policy. Yeah, maybe it was finally time. Maybe it's actually here. We get to hear her stance on crypto, on Bitcoin, maybe on digital assets too. We know she signaled that she's going to be very, very pro-crypto. So what is she going to say? How does she want to see this regulated? Well, we did get a comment. We did get some news from Kamala Harris.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. There are those who are unable to see what can be. But there are many more who are able to see
I'm at a loss.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Remember Venn diagrams, those three circles? Right.
I'm legitimately at a loss here. I am.
You will not be surprised because I have.
And I think a lot of other people are too. Okay, well, let's break down what we're looking at here.
I love Venn diagrams.
We did get some policy. I'll spoil it here. Pretty much a nothing burger. Mostly a plan to win over black men, which has been a concern for the campaign now going on, well, probably months at this point. Unprecedented numbers voting for Donald Trump, and I think it's got them spooked. So we did get the crypto policy somewhere buried in these other bullet points here. Protect cryptocurrency investments so black men who make them know their money is safe. Does she think we're redacted? Coming from Ansem, one of the prominent black voices here in the space. Does she think we're retarded? Oh, I can't say that. Hang on. Redacted. The answer is yes. She does. She thinks you're redacted. She thinks all of you are redacted. She thinks I'm redacted. And I'm going to say this before we start clutching pearls here, because I know that's what we all want to do. They all think we're redacted. All of them. Donald Trump believes we're redacted. Of course they do. Of course they do. You know, they appeal to the lowest common denominator here. It is just how the game works. Don't clutch the pearls over this. This is a big old nothing burger, guys. This is nothing new. This is the same stance policies takes on all of these individual points here. It's literally nothing new. This is just a little repackaged to have an announcement here. There's nothing more, and you're going to see this specific talking point heading into the home stretch, which we're absolutely in now. Again, the pearl clutching. It's kind of a silly thing. Nothing new here. A big old freaking nothing burger. That said, if you want to tell people you don't understand crypto, it's a pretty good way. Very similar to Donald Trump launching the DeFi World Liberty Financial Platform, and during spaces and during live interviews, not knowing a thing about it. Not knowing a thing. I think he kind of owns up to not understanding crypto. He talks about his kid, his son Barron, knowing it, and Don Jr. really understanding it. I don't think he's ever made it sound like he gets it, nor is Kamala. But one of the beauties of the blockchain is, I always say it, guys, the ability to be anonymous, the opportunity we have for your race to not matter, your sex to not matter, for none of this stuff to matter, because the blockchain and code is law, and it's fair, and everybody plays by the same rules. That said, I get the spirit of it. It's to protect investors. It is black men. That's the point of this message. It's to protect everyone. And that is the spirit of saying something like this, to protect crypto investments. But the focus is with a certain message and agenda in mind right now. That's the whole point of this. A big old freaking nothing burger. I will say still, I'll reemphasize, it does show me a pretty extreme, get off the screen, hang on. A pretty extreme, I think, lack of really understanding the soul of crypto. Really, that's kind of my takeaway. Again, we'll move on because it's not worth really much time. It's really not. It's pretty meaningless here. I am watching for entertainment. Again, Ansem weighing in, and also Franklin. Again, two of the biggest voices here in the space. They're the ones I want to hear from. And Franklin's right. He's absolutely right. Trump is going to flip-flop on his crypto stance. I'm sure he already has. We know he has. He used to be very anti-crypto, now very pro-crypto because he's making money from it. So at this point, you're picking which of the two candidates who frankly don't know. I can't believe I did that. Who truthfully don't know really much of anything about crypto, making policies, and it's really building up a team around them to help drive the policy changes here, the adoption of crypto. Who do you trust more? I don't know. I don't trust either, and I really don't like Kamala Harris. I really don't like her. I don't like Trump, but I really do not like her. I like ending there. We'll move on. Waiting for more details. Can't wait to see him. I would love to be won over here. Just not expecting it. So we shall see, my friends. All right, let's get more into the crypto market here. And I'll say this, what we do know, I like this. At least reveal yourself. At least show what you really think about this stuff. The Minneapolis Fed president, last name, what is this? Kashkari. What a wild take. Bitcoin remains worthless. Again, a wild take. I like people exposing themselves. Wild. Sir, scoreboard. Worthless. Meanwhile, Bitcoin over 65K. Again, I should pull this up. I should have had it ready. But guys, officially October, as of yesterday, with Bitcoin just under 66K, we were up over 3% on the month. Pretty fantastic. It is. I think you can feel comfortable saying it is October. I think you can feel comfortable there because I don't see anything really rocking us, really knocking us back. You never know. I've said consistently it's the most volatile period for crypto we have ever seen, and I do mean that, and I do stand by it. So I guess nothing should be shocking here. That said, it feels like we're heading towards something pretty special. Certainly hoping so. Ethereum, just about back to 2,600. Love to see it. And Solana, 153. Green morning, barely, but we'll take it. Heading in the right direction. The ETFs, this is a big deal. Really a monster day yesterday for ETFs. 555 million in inflows in the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. Massive day. That is probably a top 5, easily a top 10 day for the Bitcoin ETFs. A top 5, possibly. We have crossed 500 mil before. I believe we've gotten very close. I know we've been over 700. Have we crossed a bill in inflows for the day? That I'm not sure. Massive numbers, even on the Ethereum side. Really, really great inflows yesterday. 17 million in inflows in the Ethereum ETFs. Just a monster day. On the Bitcoin side, again, 2.1 billion in total trading volume. A wild number. That, again, you know, I've got to find some charts to show this. That might be an all-time high for trading volume. Big day. Expecting some big movements here. Right now, the ETFs, Bitcoin specifically, holding 4.5% of the total supply of Bitcoin. It's a monster number. It's a little worrisome to me, to be totally honest. That's a big chunk of the supply to be controlling. But it's not like they're holding it or controlling it directly. It is an investment for investors. BlackRock specifically, though, 369,000 Bitcoin, $24 billion worth. That is 1.76% of the total supply. Again, a monster number. Incredible to see. And I think this adoption is coming. I'm trying to remember back to what Nate Geraci said a couple of weeks ago here on the show. Was he surprised by the volume? I think Nate was not. I know somebody like me certainly is. Big numbers here. And only going to grow. And only going to grow when you're looking at something, I mean, that truthfully has never existed before. It is a brand new asset class. That is what crypto is. And it's why when people maybe like rein in their predictions, maybe prices of crypto, maybe adoption of blockchain tech, adoption of NFT tech, when people rein it in, I try to remind them here, I think you're misunderstanding or just kind of forgetting. You're caught up in the here and now and not remembering what's actually happening here. A brand new asset class that we've only scratched the surface of what it can do and how it'll be used in real life. It's game-changing. It is. And we'll start seeing the game change here probably over the next decade, but it is game-changing. And yes, Bitcoin is an asset class all on its own. All on its own. Ethereum too, by the way. I'm always happy to see bull posting about Ethereum. Always. Because down is certainly not out. And Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, feeling a similar kind of way here. The role of Ethereum as a blockchain can grow dramatically. Ethereum still feels like the chain for RWAs. The longer it takes to get to that point, though, the longer the more opportunity you're giving to other blockchains to really cement themselves as a forever blockchain. That is a concern with Ethereum, but I do think Ethereum is the one. I do want to play this little clip here. I'm not sure. I've not previewed this before, but this is where that quote comes from. I really wanted to hear it. Figured we'd listen to it together. There we go. Hang on. Do you guys hear? I don't hear that. Hang on. I think you guys could. I could not.
The role of Ethereum as a blockchain can grow dramatically. So if we can create more acceptability, more transparency, more analytics related to these assets, then it will be expanded. But I truly don't believe it's a function of regulation, of more regulation, less regulation. I think it's a function of liquidity, transparency, and then through that process, no different than when you years ago when we started the mortgage market, years ago in the high yield market. So it started off very slow, but it built as we built better analytics and data, and then through better analytics and data, more acceptance and a broadening of the market. And I truly believe we will see a broadening of the market of these digital assets.
I love that. And let me just say, it feels like a perfect opportunity to just mention, it's why we at CryptoSlam do what we do. I think people underestimate the importance of data. It's great to see it. It's great to see who's doing what, how much money is moving between asset classes, or even in an asset class, seeing which specific assets are taking mind share. It's such an important component of people's understanding of blockchain. Look, you try explaining an NFT to somebody without talking about the money side of it. Look, it depends who you're talking to. Might be a hard sell. With the kind of money that is behind so much of this stuff at this point, at the very least for some people, and I would probably say a lot of people, it's going to cause them to pay attention, right? Money talks. You start seeing tens of millions, hundreds of millions, we're talking billions at this point, of dollars behind certain types of assets, and let's just say NFTs specifically here. At some point, you're writing NFTs off. At some point, you got to stop when you see what's actually happening, and when you realize it's been going on for so long. The data is important. Seeing the money is so important. Seeing the growth of the industry is so important. And it was interesting to hear. I think that was Larry Fink talking there. Him say a similar kind of thing here, just about how important those analytics are for the growth of again, an asset class, an ecosystem. So really, really cool to hear, guys. Now, Bitcoin, let's do some light price predictions. And I'm not going to throw out numbers, but you guys, please throw out numbers. I want to see where you think we're going, because it does feel like we're heading somewhere special. Maybe this is Banana Zone incoming. We've been looking at global M2. This is the global money supply, which is hit an all-time high over the past few months here and continues to do so. The price of Bitcoin lags about 8 weeks behind money supply. So as money supply is growing, Bitcoin doesn't yet. Takes 8 weeks to catch up. And you see them laid out here. Just in your head, picture global money supply, the white line, the orange line, Bitcoin. There's really an 8-week delay between those two happenings. But you overlay them on top of each other and you see how closely it lines up. And so here was the global money supply here over the past 8-ish weeks. And here again, how closely Bitcoin is followed. What do you think Bitcoin does? If we go by the charts and we go by history, this is what's heading our way here imminently. We're talking days, weeks away, maybe timed right with the election here. Either way, this kind of chart is so well respected. Global liquidity is so well respected because it is the biggest. I don't want to say it's the biggest driver of markets. Maybe that is the right way to say it. No matter what, liquidity reigns supreme, and I think that special time is just about here, guys. Buckle the fuck up. Now, we do have a couple things that are kind of a little tug-of-war here on the space. Of course, sell-offs. We still got more Mt. Gox Bitcoin being sold off now, extended out for a year. Some news coming that FTX is unstaking. Look at this, $28 million of SOL. To sell off, I would assume. We truthfully don't know if there is a big old $28 million sell-off. Don't forget the fact, guys, that we have the FTX stimmy still coming. And that's coming at any moment. Maybe it's already started. Maybe we're days away. It's always interesting when we get these stories. We hear it has begun, and then we don't see any talk of it. We don't know. It is something that's worth looking into, but that is coming. And that will drastically impact this market. We're still talking $16 billion being returned back. It's a lot of money, and that's enough money to absolutely send this. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. All right, man, let's hop into the NFT market here. A really solid past few days, I'll say that at the very least. Now, excuse me. Yesterday, 16.7 million in sales. I want to say maybe that gets adjusted down. And you know what? I would like to show you why, but we've already removed it from the site. Let me just run through the numbers, and I think they're correct. I'll tell you what I'm talking about here in a second. 16.7 million in cross-chain sales yesterday. Sellers up, buyers up, transactions up, trade profits. Not surprising. $500,000 in the negative. And then today, you know what? I think yesterday's spot. I do think that's spot on because we're around the same figure halfway through the day here. We're on pace for another $16 million day. Sales ramping up big time. In fact, let me pause, and I want to actually see the last time we hit 16 million in sales because it's been weeks at the very least. I think it's been a few months potentially. That's a big number. It just struck me how much sales have ramped up. Here we go. Okay, August 8th. Last time we saw 16 million in sales. So yeah, over 2 months since we've crossed that threshold. Arbitrary, but yeah. It's pretty fantastic to see. I'll say that at the very least. Okay. So again, on pace for another $17 million day. Love to see it. Your top collection in the past 24 hours. D-Market, the king of NFTs, followed by the Bitcoin puppets, CryptoPunks, Gilded Guardian Heroes, Node Monks, Sproto Gremlins. Love them. OMB, Dogezuki. I don't know about Bob Capital Club, so I'll mention them. I don't know if that's your traditional NFT. So we'll say Fraganas. And I'm going to give Retardio Cousins the honorable mention here we'll just leave it at that. Retardio Cousins, maybe a top 10 collection. Gotta vet these couple. Bob Capital Club. Assuming these are like staking positions, some kind of DeFi related NFT. What you get there, I think I've explained here before, you often see an NFT created for creating a liquidity position, maybe staking a couple of cryptos, making a pair, right? And you get an NFT in return. It can look on chain like a sale when in reality it's not. Now, you take that NFT that represents some crypto, some staked crypto, and you sell that, that's an NFT sale. That would count. I don't think that's what we're looking at here, but just wanted to clarify why sometimes we see big numbers behind these DeFi-looking projects and we don't count them. And that's exactly what I saw this morning. The number one collection, and I'm trying to remember the name here. I'm going to find it actually real quick. You can't see this. I had a screenshot earlier. It was called Bound Voting Token Lockup Period. It was number one with over 5 million in sales. And when I looked at it, it was, one transaction. It's not an NFT sale. It's some type of, staking position. It's some type of liquidity provided. So just want to clarify why that happens sometimes. Interesting. Choina, thought I read somewhere that the FTX stimmies have been extended into next year. Maybe it was just more unbiased Twitter FUD. Choina, you might be mixing up. The Mt. Gox Bitcoin was said to be extending a year out to next year. That was recent news, like in the past week or so here. Ronan, good morning, bro. Good to see you, man. And Bang, dude, yes. Mog Aura's cooking. I kind of regret not finding liquidity somewhere to get in there, but that's an obvious cook, and they'll cook much more than that. Last I saw, we'll get to it, Mog Aura's at about 0.45. They were hanging around 0.29, 0.3 just a day or two ago. Influencers buying them up, pushing those prices up. It's how it works, and it's totally fine. I'll say this, too. I'm going to get ahead of myself here. I'm looking to buy more bags of Gizmo. I think Gizmo's special. I think Gizmo's really special. Like, I may sell the last of my dog to go more all in on Gizmo. I think you're looking at a real deal meme coin there. So we'll get to that in a moment here. Top sales in the past 24 hours here. Love this. Big time indicators flashing right in front of us here, guys. When CryptoPunks are on a run, it usually means people are preparing for something. Maybe preparing that CryptoPunks get out of reach here soon, and that's usually how I read into it. It means traders are liquid enough to afford these. They're not cheap. We're talking $70,000, $80,000. But also, you finally pull the trigger on a punk when you don't think they're going to be at this price long. Down at 27, 28 ETH. They don't belong there. So there we have it. 7 CryptoPunk sales in the past 24 hours, with the top sale being Punk 3682 selling for 40 ETH. Beautiful, beautiful punk. Top hat, surgical mask, great punk. Great punk. But some other things really stand out here for me too, guys. Beeple. A Beeple edition selling here, the Beeple Spring Collection. Awesome to see. And then at number 10, D's Node. We've talked about these on the show before. That is way cheaper than they used to go for. These things used to sell in the $200,000 range. These are nodes on Solana that you can lease. Somebody's mentioned that here, guys. I think we had talked about this here in the chat at some point, but the advantage you have running a node, you front run everything. You almost print money, I think, if you're running a node. Now, maybe these nodes aren't giving you the same kind of advantage that they used to be. Maybe that's why they're so much cheaper now. But I'm telling you guys, these were in the hundreds of thousands of dollars when they were when they were first dropped, or when people really started getting into meme coins. Maybe they get back there. Maybe this is somebody speculating that they get right back to that point. So keep your eyes here, man. Keep your eyes here. Don't hack me. Maybe ETH is bottom. Maybe it has. I wouldn't be shocked. I have always felt. I feel ETH is undervalued. I'll just say that. Although Ethereum has changed as a whole. At its core, ETH has changed. It's these L2s have extracted so much from ETH. Imagine, guys, if these L2s didn't exist right now, Base and Arbitrum and Blast, and just think of all the L2s. If they didn't exist and all that activity was on mainnet ETH, what a different story it would be right now. First, be giga bullish for Solana, because I bet you a lot of that would have gone to Solana instead. But a lot of it would have had to stay on Ethereum, and ETH gas fees would be astronomical right now. It would be a whole different story. In fact, we'd be feeling a different kind of vibe right now. I think it'd be incredibly bullish. Not that it's not bullish right now, but I do think that changes too. But by the way, point there. ETH feels kind of undervalued here, man. Especially after seeing Larry Fink's comments about Ethereum just a few minutes ago. Exciting stuff. All right, now the meta right now, and I think the meta for this cycle, I think it's pretty clear. It's the meme coin PFPs, and meme coins are the true meta of this cycle. But the NFTs around them, absolutely going to cook. We've talked a lot about it. I love them. The narrative makes a ton of sense. When we get to the end here, and I'm going to try to get quicker through the headlines here, we've got some clips here of Murad talking about why meme coins being so hot right now. It's not a bad look for the space. fact, I think it's great we're embracing what we're excellent at. It is what we're excellent at, by the way. The tech is great. We are gambling, and it's what really we're here for. Like, be honest. We celebrate tech because we're a bunch of dorks, but we're here to gamble on the tech. And beyond that, this shows the skill of the technical community members we have here. It shows the cleverness, too, the creativity with the memes we come up with. It really does. And I think we should be proud of it. I do. I know there's people out there that are really, really turned off by everything in the Memecoin ecosystem. And at one point, I would have said rightfully so. And I think that point was before I really, really understood what a good look it is. What a good look it is to be excellent at something that resonates with everyone. Don't care what age you are. Don't care what background you have. Memes resonate with everyone. Everybody's got things they like. It's that simple. Or hate. Are passionate about. Memes resonate with everyone. We are excellent at the meme game. Turns out we're pretty good at gambling too. It's beautiful. Embrace it. Lean into your strengths. Don't be embarrassed by it. Don't belittle. Don't minimize what we're awesome at. Memecoin's rule. Check this out, though. Sproto Gremlins up 140%. I wonder if this is in, a 7-day period, and we'll peek at Magic Eden. I think it is. Aeon's up 122%. I don't know, Smalls. Are those the things over on, is it Arbitrum? Like the treasure stuff? Might be. Mogoras, yes, 0.45. Wild, up 2,000%. Look at, man, a lot of opportunities out there. This is why, okay, there was a comment yesterday, Murad talking about a project called Honey Badgers. I don't think it was the Bitcoin Honey Badgers, but I will sound the alarms on the Honey Badgers. That is one of the best cults in all of Bitcoin. I mean it. I'm going to give you financial advice here. As we look through some NFT floor prices, I'll give you that financial advice. Now, here's the Ethereum NFT floor prices here, past 7 days, and I do think this is where some of those numbers were being pulled from. Milady up 40%, 4.5 ETH floor. Sproto Gremlins cooking up 114%. They will flip, by the way, and so will Aeons. So will they. Obviously, bag holder. Quite biased here. Look at Mog Auras at 0.58. Yeah. Do I regret not buying one? Yes. Yep. Pretty freaking wild. On the Solana side, mixed bag, but also it's the meme collections. The meme community is also doing well here. Retardio Cousins, a 36 Sol floor now, up 43%. Damn near the top PFP in all of the Solana ecosystem. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And this is a sign of what's coming this upcoming run. This is the meta. I will say, actually, I'll save it. I get excited and I want to spoil some of the fun. But let me just say here, again, I'm going to do financial advice. Oh, hey, Meta friend. I don't know if you're watching the show right now, but appreciate the DM. Just give me a heads up about the Pond ecosystem, which I love it, guys. Any chance I get, I'm talking about Pond because it doesn't get enough attention. Polly's been, blacklisted from the site, from this entire space. I talk about Pond because I think it's an awesome platform, and I like Polly. But I do want people to know. That mining is live over there. And I have been mining, and you guys know that. At this point, you guys know what is new as of this morning, is I finally have some Pond, some Warped Pond, the token that we're mining, finally hit my wallet. Finally, got some. I don't know if it's going to cook or not, but here it is. I'm looking at my wallet right now. I have $250 worth of this Warped Pond. The only thing I put into this was 1 Sol to start mining. So if I were to sell right now, I'm already up. And all that I have to do is every 30 minutes click something. Feels like the Pi network. Maybe we'll see how it plays out. I don't know if that's insulting. Don't mean it to be, but I want people to know that the mining is still happening. It's going strong. People are super into this. And the token's finally hitting people's wallets. So, man, it's worth watching. It's absolutely worth watching. Meta, again, appreciate you sending that message, giving some of those details there. Great stuff. All right. I'm going to move on from floor prices. I do want to point out a cult. I want to point out a cult that I think Murad will end up loving. I do. I think Murad maybe will call them out directly one day. Who cares? Honestly, who cares if he does or doesn't? But he already mentioned honey badgers. I don't think it's the Bitcoin honey badgers. I'm not sure. And I got to ask Henry, because Henry's the one who dropped us the tweet in our Discord. If he wasn't referring to them, I think he will. This is one of my most consistent calls going on over a year now. This is one of my favorite projects across any blockchain. I think is one of the best cults across any blockchain. And I think they'll get their due at some point. I've got 10 of these. I love them. I minted them, by the way. This was my first ordinal. I think it was my first ordinal. Yeah, it was. It was. This is back when we were buying and selling on paper. 10 of these bad boys. Price prediction. Let's do it. I think peak FOMO, peak euphoric part of the run. I don't see how these aren't 0.1 Bitcoin. I don't see how they're not. They've gotten as high as 0.015. I don't know how they're not 0.1. These are in the discussion for the first ever original 10K collection on Bitcoin. They minted before Node Monks. They didn't mint out before. They weren't all inscribed before, but the collection started, announced as a 10K original collection. Anytime you talk Node Monks being the first original 10K, Badgers are always going to be up in that conversation telling their story because they were technically first. Choina, I did say Pi Network. Choina, how does that work for you, by the way? What do you get? What do you get for mining there? Because I used to, years and years ago, I used to mine that on my phone, and I had no idea what it did. Oh, dude, Bang, I see you got those Mog ores at 0.02. Damn. Cosmos, I saw that too, that the chart that Marty's using a money supply isn't accurate. I think it is, but he cut off the most recent few weeks where it actually dips. I would definitely like to find it. Man. Hey, man, you won. You won at least, Bang. Right? You didn't lose. Oh, dude, is Pi... Wow. Okay, wow. Pi selling at 6 cents? Am I reading that right? Wow. I'm going to get off Badgers, but not before I say one more time, maybe my biggest conviction play. They're a cult. It's why I haven't cared if people care about them yet. I know at some point they will. I know at some point a whole lot of people who don't know the story of honey badgers will find out the story. And when they look at all the other ordinals collections that are already priced 0.05, 0.07, 0.1, whatever, and they really can't justify getting in there, maybe they can't afford getting in there, and they look at this at 0.008, or even when it gets to 0.01. For a little slice of, if we want to call being first or that early, sub 100K historic, for a little slice of at least the time, a little moment in history. I love honey badgers. 10 of them, not selling. I'm not selling to their 0.1 at least, and I think they get there. I feel pretty confident they get there. So there you go. Not financial advice. It is some solid Hudah advice, though. And I do want to peek at runes. I'm sorry. I'm really behind with getting to those top stories. Look at that. Gizmo down to 12 million market cap. That's really spicy. Man, very tempted to let go of my dog and get into Gizmo. Gizmo, I just have a feel that when Magic Eden Swap goes live and when Tier 1 exchanges list runes, which I'm assuming is going to happen, Gizmo's probably more like a $50, $100 million market cap token. Won't be shocked to see more, too. I won't. Peak euphoric part again. Won't be shocked. Not at all. There you go. Some of my calls, some of the things I'm incredibly bullish on. Again, Badgers and Gizmo. I love it. You guys hear the saying, history, it doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. Perfect. Just a perfect example here. All right. Who said this quote, actually? I heard it plenty of times, but the next Bored Ape will look nothing like the current Bored Ape, and always made a lot of sense. I think it's right on. And I think you might be looking at it. I think that might be it. The Sproto Gremlins. That might be your next Bored Ape. And when I mean next Bored Ape, I'm talking NFT collection that's 20, 30, 40, 50 ETH plus. Won't be shocked. Will not be shocked if it happens. And it won't be shocked if it happens specifically to them. We will see NFTs back to 50, 100 ETH. No doubt about it. But could it be Sproto Gremlins? Yeah, with Murad on his main character arc? Yeah. Yep. By the way, those Mogs now up to 0.6 ETH. Wild. People following Clemente in there, and that was smart of them to do. I do. I think that was really, really smart. Really, really smart. All right, some big NFTs coming up here. Actually, this one's starting tomorrow. Def Beef. I'm putting him up there as a top 5 favorite artist in this space. Love it. I'm an audio guy. I went to school for audio engineering. I love it. And his stuff just gets me. Cool, like modular synth stuff, generative, incredible stuff. Drop comes to Shape tomorrow, called Movable Type. It's an open edition, I believe, where you're just minting letters, and I think this is so cool. In fact, maybe we can get on his website here. Yeah, we can. Movable letters, you're minting characters, literally letters here, and then you combine them to, well, spell out whatever you want. And it's cool because we've seen this before over the years in NFTs. You can, maybe mint an NFT with a specific phrase or just a word or whatever it is. We saw Pac do that. A lot of people have done that, but I like to see Def Beef getting into that kind of. Is it performance art, conceptual art? What is it? It's a bit of a performance art piece. But man, they'll be dirt cheap, about 5 to 10 cents per letter, so you can really just mint and mint and mint. You can go buy them on secondary. When you do when you do use the letter, I believe the letter is no longer tradable. Don't quote me on that. I know for sure words are going to be non-fungible, right? The example here in the beginning was the word. Nobody else can mint that. Nobody else can combine and make that phrase. So, of course, there'll be a land rush. People going to, create some of the most iconic sayings out there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Lemon, dude, way uglier than Bored Apes. Oh, hang on. I see your comment. The crazy eye trait interacting with a hat. Was that on the one we showed? No. I got to find that, though. I bet that's funny. But anyway, Def Beef, anytime he has a mint, an NFT sale, an art sale, always worth paying attention to. An opportunity here on the financial side? I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm sure about that. Probably not with them being so cheap, but hell of an artist. I will certainly buy some of them just to have a Def Beef in my collection. No doubt about that. All right, we also have OSF, the man behind Rec Guys, Rec Drinks. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I was looking for my Rect logo, my graphic. It's on my other profile here. But anyway, this is really, really interesting. We're on season 2 of the Red Bull Racing Velocity series here. And it looks like OSF is going to be doing one of those drops. Some of you guys are probably OSF like collectors. I'm not. I would like to be. Has OSF done generative before? Because the Red Bull Racing Velocity series is all generative art. We've had Jack Butcher and we've had Snowfro. I forget a couple of the other guys. There's been about 4 or 5 drops. But OSF, as best I remember, guys, does not do generative art or hasn't yet, but is. But actually, that is funny, actually. He's got his energy drink, Rect Drinks, and he's doing his thing with Red Bull. That is funny. But anyway, that's a can't miss drop. You do have to have the Red Bull Racing Velocity Series pass to mint it. Although I do think part of it's open to the public too. There's usually 2 editions. One exclusive for pass holders, one that's open. You probably don't want to miss this, especially because I believe this to my core. To my core that we're going to have an art meta here and it's going to melt faces. And it's why I think this cycle that's coming is going to be so long. I believe it. I don't think we're looking at just a few weeks of meme coins cooking. I think we see a month of Bitcoin cooking, and then the rotation to the memes, and then a rotation to NFTs. And I'm talking games. We'll have a gaming phase, and we'll have the PFP, Bored Ape traditional classic NFT phase, and we're going to have an art phase that's going to rival 21, 22. We will. Probably a smart one to collect. Again, not financial advice. All right, come on. I got to get this moving. I can't believe how slow I'm being. 8 Fest in Lisbon kicks off in just 3 days here. This sucks. Without Gordon Goner. Dude's not going to make it. He's man struggles with health issues, and it's kind of sad. Not even kind of sad. It's just a bummer. He has a congestive heart failure, I don't remember he's got heart problems. It's not good. It's a sad story, but he had been getting healthier, was feeling much better. He has been, you guys have seen it, much more active, at least on the timeline, but bummer, not feeling well enough, maybe a setback here, not going to make it to Lisbon. He will, however, be in the Other Side Metaverse, which is where I'm going to be, which is where I hope you guys are going to be. I'm definitely going to stream that too. Yeah, no chance I'm missing that. I've been asking for that for years. Do the 8 Fest in the Metaverse, have the Metaverse open, have the Other Side open 24/7. Come on. But baby steps, they're getting there. Project Dragon, the Poker Nights, now 8 Fest in the Metaverse. Love it. Very, very smart. So Gordon's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Hope you guys are there too. Should be a hell of a time. All right, moving on. Aavegotchi has launched the testnet of their blockchain called Geist. The testnet's called Polter. Love it. Love it. Very on brand here. Private blockchain is in. You need to have an Aavegotchi to be playing over there, probably to earn those rewards over there. And you will be able to invite some friends. So you're curating the user base over on that blockchain. I love it. GG's to Coder, Dan, and crew. I'll be checking in on this. And actually, when the Gotchi World game opens up, going to do a show live in there. It is a big old metaverse. Can't wait. Love those guys. All right. Big sale this morning. World Liberty Finance. Let's peek because this might actually be live right now. It might be live right now. Site's probably getting hammered here too. They are getting hammered. Is that people trying to buy? Is that something a little more malicious? I wonder. And I do, I think they're expecting to bring in hundreds of millions today. Let me double check this. It was a much bigger figure than I was picturing. Let me double check. I'm pulling up some news sites. 300 mil is what they're looking to raise through World Liberty Finance today with their governance token. It's insane. Not in a good way, like bad insane. They're going to raise 300 mil at a $1.5 billion valuation. Wild. Oh, they got a roadmap. Hang on. Now this we got to find. Okay. Governance token, non-transferable for 12 months. Actually, it's kind of cool. You can trade it after. That's cool. Link to Donald Trump and the 3 sons, we know. 20% of the token supply is what's being sold today. So they will have more sales. Okay, interesting. If you miss today, if you don't get in, more sales. Be on the lookout for people selling their wallets. If you can't transfer them, transfer the wallet. Oh, wow. Okay. Phase 1 of the project includes launching a version of the DeFi lending platform Aave on ETH2 called Scroll. Oh, okay. Starting with Bitcoin, Ether, and stablecoins. Okay. So they'll loan you Bitcoin, they'll loan you ETH, they'll loan you stables. That's cool. Honestly, it's cool. We'll see if they can actually manage to pull it off. I want to see the roadmap. I'd like to actually see their roadmap, their gold paper, right? But big deal, sale happening, trying to happen right now. Site getting hammered or being knocked down. Don't know which, but we'll keep an eye on that throughout the day. Look, if you wanted to get into that ecosystem, if you wanted exposure, and you're not accredited, you can't go mint yourself. Well, this collection called Donald Punks, it's a Solana NFT collection. Look, this is definitely not financial advice. I might mint it, though. I think if you mint this, check that out. Royalties go to World Liberty Finance. And what are they doing? Maybe distributing whatever to holders? I don't know how that works exactly, but I'm probably going to mint this. In fact, I'm on the white list. There's no buzz here, by the way. 229 followers. There's no buzz, but I want in. I want in. Oh, good shit, Choina. That's awesome. Really cool to hear. I like Coder Dan a lot. Oh, Choina, no, you got to come in. DM me. And also Taproot Punks. What are those? Are those today? Is that a mint today? I'm upset. I'm upset with my pacing today, boys. I don't know Taproot Punks. Interesting. I got to fly through our stories. I cannot go long today. It's newsletter day. Got to get to writing. Okay, hang on. Let's see. We gotta. Don't Hack Me's new. Okay. I'm relatively new to crypto. Bitcoin drags top alts up with it. If Bitcoin tops out and then the money rotates into alts, the pump then rotates into memes. Mid to late 25, possible bull run. Yeah. I mean, don't hack me. That's a pretty likely scenario. If we get the super cycle that a lot of people are predicting, it could really all run at once. But typically, all the attention is in one part. And then the way you described it, when you've made your bags over in one place, you rotate to the next that has not had the attention, and you're feeling maybe is undervalued. So you just keep rotating between different crypto asset classes. And it's interesting now, though. It's gotten much more complex because it used to be Bitcoin and then the alts, and then it was NFTs adding in the mix. But now it's also, which asset class? And that's like even in NFTs, it's what sector. Is it art or is it PFPs? And the tricky part now is what blockchain. Because we've had different cycles that were Solana. And then over on Bitcoin, I'm talking like Solana meme coins, then to Bitcoin ordinals. It's really, really getting more confusing. You got to be really plugged in to stay on top of it now. And if you can feel it the right way, you can certainly catch a big old wave. But yeah, I like your thesis there. And dude, just stay plugged in. Keep watching. Keep hanging with us. We all share everything we know. So, okay. Getting there. I want to get to the Murad stuff. In fact, if I need to, I'm going to skip some to get there. Sui. Everyone talking about Sui. Hot blockchain. DeFi's really starting to cook over there. In fact, 47% of ETH's outflows have been directed at Sui. We used to see that figure, and it was all directed over at Solana. But not now. Now it's Sui. That said, some controversy over there. We see this time and time again. These guys either don't know how to control their assets or lock them, or this was totally kosher, and this is just a little damage control. TLDR, people were claiming was an insider, sold $400 million worth of that Sui token that people were assuming would have been locked up. So Sui Network comes out with their statement, following an allegation of Sui insiders selling 400 million tokens throughout this run-up, the Sui Foundation would like to respond directly. Okay, no insiders or employees of the foundation or Mistin Labs nor ML investors have sold 400 mil worth of tokens during the period. And they're saying either as an individual or a group. No preemptive selling or violations of lockups or violation of the circulating supply schedule. While the poster didn't provide the wallet address, they're saying whoever's making these accusations didn't show us the wallet. But Sui's saying they believe it's an infrastructure partner who owns those tokens under a lockup schedule, and I think they're following the schedule. All token lockups are enforced by qualified custodians and monitored by the Sui Foundation. Okay, this partner is in compliance, meaning that was approved. 400 million being sold was okay. It was part of their schedule, part of their plan. Of course, we like to pounce. We like to pounce when we see anybody making that kind of money, selling that. I mean, that should probably have an impact on price. I don't know if it did, but it was kosher. It was kosher. narrative out there that it doesn't look great. It don't look great. All right, guys. Aiden Ross reveals Kick working on a new feature called Kick Currency. Dudes, look out. If Kick enables some type of crypto payment system like Watch to Earn, look out. Look out. It's all about adoption. That's it. We have the Sniper. Is it Sniper? Sniper Marketplace? Pretty sure. I think so. Soul Sniper. There we go. Boom. Something's coming today related to the beanie world and specifically Nut Market. So coming today, kind of gamified trading experience there on that Sniper platform, integrating NFT tagging API from Nut Market.
Over your shoulder, go.
I like it. What do we got ultimately? I don't know. Maybe rewards kick back to different traits, NFTs, whatever. Access to, mints, depending on trade. I don't know. But looking forward to seeing this. I obviously like Beanie a lot. Like Thog, like Nut Market, everything I've seen about it, and I've used that Sniper platform. Good stuff all around here. Sony announced a bunch of winners being welcomed into their incubation, what's it called? Incubation program? There we go. Whole bunch of them. I'm not going to go through it because I don't have time, but GG's to anybody who did make it there. I like Sonium a lot. Think they're going to cook. Think it'll be a great blockchain. Guys, Tether, issuer of USDT, exploring USD lending to commodities traders. Look at all these guys growing. We've had Ripple announce some changes to what they are, right? Changing their core product, adding more on. Tether doing the same here. Found this really interesting too, guys. Talking about wallet security. Here's Sigar working on the abstract chain. Extremely easy to lose your entire life savings with today's wallets. Yes, one bad signature or stolen private key, your money's gone. Smart accounts solve this through advanced authentication, passkeys, multi-sigs, and they have actual recovery methods, it sounds like. So the future of crypto wallets will be smart accounts powered by account abstraction. That's the only way the next wave of users will be onboarded to crypto securely. I love it. I agree. I can't wait. It's not a fear, but big question I had is, man, am I going to have to migrate all my stuff? Am I going to have to transfer all my assets to a brand new wallet? Like, what a pain in the ass. How about, can you upgrade existing wallets to be a smart account? Can you? And so that's my question here to Sigar. And the answer, yes, which is awesome. EIP 7702 will help you either migrate or convert your wallet to a smart account, which is really cool. Which is really, really cool. So, gives me a little peace of mind. I've been stressing a lot over wallet security after the DK stuff last week. Stressing a bit about that, just cause. Not anymore. All right, dude. I gotta go quick. All right. Nah, fuck that. If you're looking for a job, communications manager, events coordinator, that's with Taproot Wizards. I'm going to skip this, but FaZe Banks, along with a bunch of our crypto bros, maybe I'll play part of this. Yeah, let me play this. I want to show you how the Cabal works if you haven't seen. If you haven't seen, you probably have.
Blog. We're with her right now. She's making the tweet with her address. I'm so hyped to see how many coins this girl gets. What did you just get sent? A bunch of...
So Murad's like the new Ansem, and I was just asking the boys, like, does Murad have a cat? Because Ansem's cat went to 130 mil. So I checked Pump Fund, and it's literally king of the hill. Shane tweeting about it. Shania. Oh my God. I think we're gonna fucking cook right now.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see the effects of KOLs coming in.
Dude.
Oh, you missed it, bro.
Insane, bro. Everyone's up like,
we're all rich right now.
We were with K Money, and I was like, does Murad have a cat? I clicked. Holy shit!
Breaking news. Big, beautiful Bitcoin has smashed 67K, my boys. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it, man. It is October. We are in the thick of things, and it's just heating up. Love it. Feels fan-freaking-tastic. 67K Bitcoin. Let me peek real quick. How's ETH looking? Are we over 20? We're over 26. Look at us, up 3.5%. Solana cooking as well. Look at it. Man, we're going to have a killer day today. I can feel it. All right. I'm going to play just another minute of this.
Bro, I walked outside for 15 minutes.
But we're at 300K.
So, Thread, we're going to need some tweets. So, like, should we post this?
No.
What's your...
Yes. But you also have to be really careful with 300,000 market cap coins. Like there is.
So what's the number, Thread?
Bro,
What's the number?
Dude, Mirage showed a $2 million fucking coin and said it's going to 100 billion.
Crazy.
Yo, Frank, this is 100x to 30 mil. So if you get it now, bro. Guys, they just tweeted that the DMs are fake. The chart's nothing, bro. Oh, it went to 0.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Zach back and forth?
Zach
XBT,
bro, he be trying to cook me. The thing is with Zach.
So, takeaway there. Look at how the influential people work and move markets. And, man, you put them together, they'll move any coin and, just send it to ridiculous heights. It's scary. It's fun. As long as you know that's what's happening here, use it to your advantage, But maybe this is a fitting point to end. If you watch the afternoon show, I'm sorry, this is going to be just a repeat for you. But if you did not, I think this is just awesome to hear from Murad why.
This is my...
Why Memecoin's doing what they're doing in these absolutely insane predictions that I agree with. Again, why they're not a bad thing, why it's actually speaks... maybe it's actually a really, really great positive for this space. Memecoin's really maturing here, and us maturing with it. It's a great point. I'll let Murad speak on it. Hoping to chat with him today, by the way, to firm up him coming on the show next week, which I am just so excited about. So let's check this out. We'll wrap up in just a minute.
This is my core argument, and this is probably one of the most important slides in my presentation, right? Ready? Meme coins are not a vampire attack against crypto tech. Meme coins are a vampire attack against crypto tech tokens. That's a big difference here. You understand? So I love technology, and I'm all for decentralization. I've been supporting thousands of different things in crypto since 2014. But we need to separate the tokens. We're trying to get... So here is the biggest thing that you need to understand. A lot of people that are knee-deep in altcoins or altcoin safts that are yet to launch, they tweet things like the rise of meme coins is a sign, is the end of times. It means that the industry is becoming degenerate. It means that the industry is being taken over by Zoomers with brain rot. But the reality is the opposite. This is what you need to understand. The rise of meme coins is a sign that the industry is maturing because we're finally accepting these coins for what they are. The tech coins, the VC-backed coins, they're actually the fake ones. They're actually massively overvalued.
I love that.
Their valuations don't justify the revenue. And the 95% of their valuations are mimetic anyway.
Yes, sir.
So we're essentially, the emperor has no clothes. We're taking it to the next logical stage, which is you're going to have 3 asset classes. You're going to have BTC, which is a store of value and the future of gold. You're going to have stable coins. You're going to have temporarily, 30 years from now, they're not going to exist. Third thing, you're going to have, with improved regulations, you're going to have coins that produce revenues, that produce cash flows, and they're going to be valued appropriately, just like modern day equities are by investment bankers. And the fourth thing, and that's the new emerging category, is these tokenized mini religions. Now, you and I can debate whether they're overvalued or undervalued, but they are coming. They are already emerging. And some of them are going to be multi-cycle, just like Doge was.
Beautiful. I just, you know what? Well, the first time I saw a token 2049 presentation, I liked it. But I think I said after I watched it, and I think we were talking about it on the show, I'm like, I don't think he said anything new that we don't all believe. It took me really hearing what he said to really appreciate it, because I know some of us already believe that. Some of us believe the astronomical prices that are coming, but I think we've now realized most people did not believe that, and some still don't. But what I always say now is it takes people saying it out loud. If you can believe it, you can think it, whatever, but say it out loud so other people can really, man, take their conviction and cement it, know that they're not alone in thinking that way. And if we're talking here about prices of meme coins, it sounds crazy. But I felt that. Hearing him say that, it gives me so much more confident to lean into it and then explore that process, explore that thought even deeper. Right? Conviction level goes up, and it just frees me to spend time really researching other parts of it, supporting that claim. I don't know. I love it. I love this guy talking about this stuff the way he is. I do wonder, maybe I'll end here. But yesterday on the afternoon show, Henry said he's not sure that the cycle plays out. Wow, look at this. On our way to 68. Henry wasn't sure that we had enough time, right, for meme coins to get a meme coin like SPX to get to $100 million market cap, or excuse me, 100 billion. If the cycle isn't long enough, that's absolutely a concern. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if we're talking about VCs wanting to throw money and stuff, are they going to throw in so much money in such a short window of time that they can reach those heights? Not if it's a short cycle, not if it's a month, 2 months. And I think that's what Henry was feeling. It was, 4 to 8 weeks. And I don't feel that. I feel we're going to have a strong 12-ish months. Could be 15 months, could be 8, 9 months. I'm not sure, but I think we've got a really, really long, FOMO-driven cycle, I think is what's coming. And what you're feeling and looking at right now it's the start. This is exactly what that is. This is the start. It's the start of the crazy cycle. It's coming. It's absolutely coming. Man, very exciting stuff. All right, we're going to call it there. Zilla, is it Zilla? Zilly, what do I think about World Liberty Finance? I don't think super highly of it, and I'm trying to give it I give it some benefit of the doubt as far as I hope it does well. I hope it is good to people. I hope it's actually a useful product. My gut, total guess, I have a feeling, just in my head, I picture out what's the craziest scenario, and I'll run with that. I have a feeling the platform will get hacked at some point and drained, and it'll be like, oh my goodness, how did it happen? That's what my gut tells me that. Total guess, who knows? I love seeing a former president, somebody like Trump, here in crypto building. I love it. I think it's a sign of how far we've come. It's great having him here. That said, I didn't hear anything about the platform that has me excited. I think governance tokens are I don't think they matter. I think we've seen now over the years governance tokens don't really work. DAOs don't really work. People don't value them really. So I'm worried that people buy in here that, I don't know. Gravity, Murad hasn't been through a recession. Well, I guess that's true. And yes, meme coins will turn. Yes, Gravity, you're really right there. Ultimately, the World Liberty Finance, I hope it does well. I hope it's a good, useful platform because it will onboard people. I just don't know. I don't have good vibes about it, but benefit of the doubt for now. Guys, there we go. Yeah, website's down. Last I saw, and you bought. Yeah, wow. How can you tell me about can you tell me what was the experience? I don't know. Can you throw? I don't want to ask you how much you bought, but can you tell me like what it is exactly you're buying, and if you can do ballpark price, or can you pick the price, or is it a set? You buy governance token. Each token is what, $20-$30? Is it like that? Because tell you this, I don't think any of us here have any idea what the sale looks like. And I hope it cooks for you guys. I really do. I really do. And by the way, guys, because some of those names out there I see are maybe new to the show. Can you tell me if you guys are new to watching the show? If so, I encourage you to stick around because we will certainly be covering the Trump DeFi platform. In fact, again, if you're new, whenever we have a Trump speech or a Kamala, if we have a politician speaking about crypto, we usually stream it here and dive into it. And we even talk the betting markets around it, like Polymarket. I don't shy away from the political stuff. And we definitely lean in, especially when it's talking crypto. Okay, you buy for an amount of USDT. Okay, and you can specify you can buy as much as you want. Lemon, you're the best, man. For real. And by the way, Lemon, I do think it's time for us to get a Discord rocking. I do. We were talking about this just a day or two ago, so maybe we can chat about spinning up the one that you have. I think it's time. Oh, cool. Okay, well, dude, welcome. Again, stick around. We have, I don't know how long you've been in crypto, but we got a lot of experience here, and we cover it all. Crypto, NFTs, blockchain, all of it. All of it. And 7 days a week, man. So stick around. It's great to see you. It's great to see those new faces out there. Really, really cool. And I appreciate the insights, too, into the platform. So sale in USDT. Did they take Bitcoin or any other currencies? Or it was just USDT? Yeah, I can't wait to see how it plays out, though. Cool. Yeah, I peeked it at Lemon just yesterday, so that's cool. Dude, we'll get the Discord rocking, and especially for meme coins, that's really the biggest reason. Start dropping meme coin, predictions and alpha and whatnot there. Should be fun. Dude, good shit. Dude, Lemon, awesome. That'd be cool. We'll use it for afternoon show and morning show, and really just for our own little community. I was debating Telegram instead, but I don't know. Discord's great. So appreciate you, man. There we go. All right, I got to get to writing. Newsletter dropping in a few hours this afternoon, like 2, 3 o'clock, but you will see us on ERC 20s. Okay, good stuff. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. I'll see you on the afternoon show today, guys, with Henry the Grape, with the Great Joe. That's at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here. SlamX Official on YouTube. Smash the like on your way out. Comments are always appreciated. And you can follow me at Hudah_idiot over on X. Man, oh man, oh man.